Chapter 10 The Machine Age.
From stones to metals. The early human needed weapons to hunt animals and also to protect himself from them. His tools and weapons were usually made of bones, wood and stones. Since these tools were made of stones, this age is called the Stone Age. In the beginning the tools were very simple and crude. Generally sharp and pointed tools were developed to meet the increasing needs of the early man. Later, he used metals like iron and copper to make tools. So, that period came to be known as the Iron Age, Bronge Age. The first metal to be used was copper. The early man began to mix copper with other metals like zinc or tin and began to make new alloys like brass and bronze. He found that the tools made of metal were sharper and more efficient. This age came to be known as the Bronze Age. The steam engine. Steam engine was invented by James Watt in 1769. It was a key machine in the 18th century. In England, a powerful pump was used to take out the water from the flooded mines. Stephenson used the steam engine to develop railway engine. It was also used in ships. The power of steam engine was also used to run different types of machines. After some time, petrol and diesel were discovered. This led to the development of motor cars, buses and even diesel locomotives. The system of producing goods also underwent many changes. Industrial Revolution. The most immediate changes because of machines were in the nature of production. Goods that were made in the homes or in small workshops began to be produced in factories. Production increased dramatically with the help of machines. New industries developed. This was called the Industrial Revolution. This revolution began and became widespread in the 18th and 19th centuries in Europe and the US. The Industrial Revolution made people move from rural areas to urban areas in search of work. Thus, it led to the growth of cities. People got a greater variety of material goods. The economic growth brought social changes. Energy for machines. Big factories produced various goods in large quantities. They used various types of machines to do this work. Power was needed to run these machines. In the beginning steam was used widely. Steam came from the boiling water. For boiling water, fire was necessary. So machines had to be continuously fed with wood or coal. Coal was the first fuel used to run machines. It is extracted from the earth's crust. It was extensively used to run machines. As the demand of coal increased, the Industrial Revolution had brought about a search for new fuels. As a result, petroleum was discovered. Mineral oil. The next source of energy was mineral oil. It is a liquid fuel found below the Earth's surface. Mineral oil was discovered in America in 1857. It is drilled and refined to get kerosene, petrol, gasoline, spirit and many other chemicals. Gottlieb Daimler, a German scientist, invented an engine in 1885 which ran on petrol. Soon, he developed a four-wheeled car in 1886. Thus, motor cars came into being. We can now see thousands of vehicles running fast using petrol. Petrol is also used as fuel for aeroplanes. Then another German scientist, Rudolf Diesel, invented an engine that could run on another kind of mineral oil. The mineral oil is called diesel after the name of the scientist. Heavy trucks, railway engines, ships and pumps use diesel as fuel. But the deposits of mineral oil are limited. It is estimated that entire oil reserves on the earth would become scarce within less than 150 years. Fortunately, an alternative source of energy, electricity, had already been found. Electricity. Electricity is one of the basic forms of energy. It is generated in many ways and from many different sources. Electricity can be converted into other forms of energy. It plays a vital part in modern time because it can provide mechanical power, heat and light. Benjamin Franklin, the American scientist, demonstrated that lightning is a form of electricity. He made a kite and flew it during a storm in 1752. He held the string by a silk cord. When he put his hand near the metal key attached to the string, he got an electric shock. After that, various developments took place to use electricity. The widespread use of electricity became possible because of Thomas Alva Edison, Nikola Tesla, and Charles Smith, who invented many things running on electricity. Alternative sources of energy. With the increase in population, the demand for various types of fuel has increased. The resources are limited. Thus we need to develop other resources like wind power, water and solar power to provide us enough fuel. In a windmill, the power of the wind is used as a source of energy. The atomic energy or nuclear energy is also being used to produce electricity and to run machines. Biogas is an eco-friendly fuel being used nowadays in the rural areas, mainly for cooking. It has replaced the direct use of cow dung as a fuel in the village, which caused air pollution.